What's good, world? Go easy on the kicks here, and we're actually not doing a what's in the box. We're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a top 5 list. Yeah, I know everybody loves top 5, so I'll say, you know what? I might as well do a top 5 as well. And we're not just gonna do just any ordinary top 5, we're gonna actually do it by category. So we're gonna kick off a top 5 with my favorite, probably my favorite Jordan silhouette. We're doing a top 5 Jordan 1. It was coming. I mean, surprisingly, I have actually a lot of Jordans 1s in my collection. So, I mean, of course it's gonna be my favorite number. Actually, my favorite Jordans are 1s, 4s, and 11. Like, I have a lot of Jordan 1s. And when I mean a lot of Jordan 1s, a lot of Jordan 1s. And this is not even my whole collection. Why is this my favorite model? I feel like you can dress it down. I feel like you can wear it to casual situation. I feel like you can hoop in it if you really want to. I wouldn't advise it. And I'm actually gonna have stories to go with each shoe and why it's in my top 5. And the funny thing is, this one actually didn't make the list. This one didn't make the list either. And this is probably one of my favorite. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and kick it off with my top 5 Jordan 1s. Okay, so before we actually get into number 5 spot, let's go ahead and kick it off with the honorable mention. Honorable mention, LA 2 Shy SB Jordan 1. This is a really fire shoe. Couldn't wait to get this in my collection. Can't speak enough about it. Really dope silhouette. I mean, I like the concept that you have 2 iconic teams on one shoe and the paint chip off and it goes back to the Chicago way. I feel like growing up as a kid, or growing up in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. I mean, I grew up in the 90s. I feel like you was either a Laker fan or you eventually became a Bulls fan. I mean, it's so much history. And then you was probably a Laker fan again with Shaq and Kobe on that team. So it has so much history. I mean, you have the Bulls, have the Lakers, 2 iconics, 2 probably the best franchise in the NBA. Also probably throwing Boston up there. Dope shoe, man. SB Jordan 1, LA to shot. Coming in an honorable mention. Coming in at number 5 spot, Turbo Green pair. Came out All-Star 2019. Of course, this is when the All-Star was here in Charlotte, North Carolina. The distress on the shoe is super fire to me. I really like the way the design they went with this. Definitely got that Hornets colorway. I put in the purple laces. I felt like everybody was gonna do the white laces, so I wanted to be a little bit different. But that distress look, man, everything from it. As you can see, I definitely wear mine. So, and the older it's looking, actually the better it get. I did see a buddy of mine had his pair on maybe a week ago when we actually got up. His looked brand new. Like, this, actually one of my regrets, I didn't get a DS pair. But this shoe, man, I was so happy we didn't get the All-Star the first time around because of politics. But I was really happy that we was able to get these, man. It's definitely, I feel like this shoe is Charlotte. You got that teal, that purple, that white. I feel like if you don't have this in your collection, you need to have this. Even if you're not a Charlotte Hornets fan or a Jordan 1 fan, this shoe looks good, man. Like, look how nice it is, man. You could definitely tell it's wear. Mine is dirty, but that's the point. Alright, coming in number 4. I had to switch my 4 and 3 around a couple times. I think we're gonna go with the All-Star pair, the actual shoes that was supposed to come out the year that they were supposed to come. I want to say 2017. So the Chameleon Jordan 1s, yes, mine are a little bit dirty. Fun fact and fun story about these shoes. A buddy of mine actually went to the All-Star halftime concert, and I had on these shoes the whole time, man. This is when J. Cole performed at the Spectrum Arena, and then we went to the Dreamville after party, private party, a private concert. And when I mean I wore these shoes the whole time, man, my ankles was killing me. And I didn't wear these shoes for 2 years until that moment. So when these came out, man, or when J. Cole performed, I had to throw these on, man. Everything from the lace tip to that chameleon colorway to the purple and teal. As you can see, I've been beating mine up. These almost became beaters. I did wear them in the club. I did wear them to that J. Cole after party, Dreamville thing. So yeah, these always gonna be in my collection because it has history. And it also takes you back to how anything can change within a moment when it comes to politics, unfortunately. But yeah, man, these are the Jordan 1 chameleon colorway. Again, that Charlotte Hornet colorway. So you're gonna see stuff that definitely is a trait to my state and to my home and my fan base, man. I am a homer. But coming to number 4, the chameleon pair, Charlotte 1, or the chameleon Jordan 1 pair, came out 2017, I believe. And coming in at number 3 spot, which might be controversial to some, but again, it's my top 5. So coming in number 3, Into the Spider-Verse Chicago 1 Jordan colorway. Why this is number 3? I can give you multiple reasons. One, it's close to the Chicago colorway. You can't get no better than this. I mean, you have black, red, white on a silhouette. I mean, it's close to the debut Jordan shoe. It's a colorway that you can pull off with just about anything, man. And surprisingly, it's the only Chicago colorway I actually have in my collection. Number 2, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. I thought it was really cool when they introduced Miles Morales in the comics because 1, he was a minority. He was half Hispanic and half black. And 2, I mean, I thought it was cool that we finally got a nice little twist on the Spider-Man hero. And I think it's really cool that what Stan Lee said in the movie, you know, the thing why he made the mask, because it could be anybody beneath the mask. So black, white, Hispanic, Asian, it doesn't matter. And growing up, when I was a kid, we really didn't have that many superheroes to look up to who was brothers. We had Blade, but he was a vampire, and technically he was an anti-hero. We had Spine, but he was from hell, also an anti-hero. So giving us Miles Morales and giving the younger audience somebody to cheer for, making him just as smart, and giving him his own type of powers, his own type of characteristic. He's just not a carbon copy of Peter. He's his own guy. I like he's into hip hop. I love in the movie he brought out the Jordan 1s, and I like the shoe. To be honest with you, yeah, they could have did more. I mean, it's very basic. The only thing is, it's just Chicago colorway with a couple cobwebs on it. To me, I like the shoe. I can't complain about the shoe. I think it's dope, and it represents so much more to me. Not just the Chicago colorway, but it brings back a little bit of my childhood, and it also gives kids now a new heroes. Number 2 is, you see them, ain't even DS these yet. I've been saving these for a special occasion. My homeboy said just wear them, so I probably will. Coming in at number 2 is the All-White UNC 1s. Of course this was gonna make my list. A lot of y'all probably surprised this is not number 1, but I'm gonna tell y'all why. Coming to number 2 is, of course, the All-White UNC 1s. Why? I mean, bro, I am the biggest UNC fan you'll ever meet. Like, UNC Chapel Hill, I bleed Carolina blue. That's how serious it is. If you live in North Carolina, you either a Duke fan, or if you're born and raised in North Carolina, you either a Duke fan or Tar Heels fan. Of course, I'm on his airness. It's these, man. Come on, man. And I couldn't believe I got these for retail, 1. And I got these the day when they released. I was actually at work, and shout out to J23. I got the notification, logged on, chilling, waiting, and I'm like, man, I actually hit. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I came close to 70s, but I knew in the bottom of my heart I wouldn't be able to live with myself, because I mean, it's UNC. I mean, Virgil did a lot of amazing things, even though I have certain opinions about Virgil, but I think he does a lot of amazing things when it comes to shoes, and especially when he did those original 12s. I mean, the Chicago colorway is dope. For me, being in North Carolina, being a Tar Heels fan, being born and raised here, and I actually had the original pair, and I actually gave it to my little cousin. But having these in my collection is just right, man. It feels so right. Like, these are not going anywhere. I'm not selling these. These are not for sale. These are. I can't even hype these up. Y'all know how hype these shoes are. These are the UNC All-White Jordan 1s, man. Look at that crispiness. And then number one, we're at that number one spot. And yes, my hair out. I actually had to shoot this a different day because for some reason my camera didn't want to record. But hey, we're saving the best for last. It get its own recording, it get its own day, so why not? So coming in at that number one spot is, you guessed it, the DMP Bulls Celtics Jordan 1 pack. This are actually my very first pair of retros. This, man, it's the Bulls colorway and it's the Celtics colorway. Actually, green is my second favorite color, so of course I'm gonna like these as well. And this is the iconic bread pair. I mean, the special is so iconic. No wonder why they restock it, and every time they do it, sell out. You got black and red and white. Goes with everything. The red check, from the red toe box to the red sole to the white midsole to the Jumpman on back. Yes, I do have a Jumpman on back. These are not the band pairs. These are one of my favorite pairs of shoes. It's just, it's synonymous with, feel like you have to have these pair. If you're a real Jordan 1 collector, you have to have at least a pair of breads in your collection. And Celtic colorway, like I said, green is my favorite color. I was so happy they actually came out with the pine greens. I was able to get these. This is just a really impressive shoe. I mean, like I said, NBA franchise, just probably the best of all time, have the most lucrative history. Also, these are the very first pair of Jordan retros I actually received. I got these back in college. My mom never bought me Jordans growing up as a kid, but these, for some reason, I guess I was doing well, and she said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead. This is just a really impressive shoe. I mean, like I said, NBA franchise, just probably the best of all time, have the most lucrative history. You basically get both pairs of shoes, man, to represent both teams. Also, these are the very first pair of Jordan retros I actually received. I got these back in college. My mom never bought me Jordans growing up as a kid, but these, for some reason, I guess I was doing well. Originally, my mom no longer with us, but I will hold these shoes dear to me. These actually was part of the shoes that started off my collection and got me really, really into Jordans. Again, growing up as a kid, I always wanted the bread 11s, but I was so happy I actually got these to kind of kick off my collection. I thought these was my very first pair of Jordans. These actually are not, and I found my very first pair, but we're gonna save that video for another day. And as you can see, it tells you April 20th, 1986 is when Jordan scored 63 points against the Boston Celtics in the playoffs. Iconic shoes. Like I said, coming in the number one spot again are the DMP, Bulls, and Celtics Jordan 1. And that wraps up our video. This is your boy Go Easy. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, as well as subscribe and comment down below what's your favorite Jordan 1 and what was your favorite Jordan 1 out of my collection. Again, this your boy Go Easy. I'm Kick. As always, be blessed, stay safe, and until next time, have a good one.